Before we hop into the video, I wanted to let you know if you're looking to become a better player, I do have a Metafy group and offer coaching. When you join my group, you gain access to all my competitive deck lists, exclusive TCG improvement videos, the opportunity to ask me questions, and also a discount code on individual coaching sessions. Make sure to check it out. The link will be at the very top of the description. All right, let's hop into the video. Hey, yo, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. This is Smart TCG, and today I'm going to be going over Lost Zone Pikachu EX. Now, Pikachu EX adds a lot to Lost Zone Toolbox and really helps out against one of Lost Zone's most difficult matchups, being Regidrago. Lost Zone has been a very powerful deck for quite some time. However, Regidrago has really been the one deck that has kind of pushed it out of the format. Now that it has Pikachu EX, I think that this deck gets significantly better and that matchup gets much easier. Now, Pikachu EX has that really powerful ability, Resolute Heart, which reads, if this Pokemon has full HP and would be knocked out by damage from an attack, it is not actually knocked out and actually survives with 10 HP, which is really good. Meaning if you play against something that could hit a ton of damage against you, more than 200, they're not actually going to be able to knock you out, and you're going to survive with 10, which is really nice. Also has Topaz Bolt as well, which deals 300 damage, and you discard 3 energy from this Pokemon, which is not a very big deal as you do have Mirage Gate. This is going to be a Mirage Gate built list where we're trying to use Mirage Gate over and over again, power up Pikachu EX, and use Topaz Bolt. Now, we still have the other pieces of the Lost Zone engine here. Got things like Sableye, Cramorant, great one prize attackers. Got things like Iron Hands as well to take multiple prize cards with Amp you very much. The Ursaluna, which is great at finishing games, and also Pheasantipity as well with that flip script. So this is the list at the moment. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I definitely think it is the way to play Lost Box moving forward. But with that being said, let's hop into some games and show off just how good the deck is. All right, let's hop into it. Alrighty, so hopping into it here, it looks like we're going up against something with a Hoot. We are going second tier. They do have Charizard sleeves, so could be the Charizard Noctowl deck that was seeing some play at LAIC. Not 100% sure though. So see that Nest Ball could just be going up against something like Terapagos. We'll see what they get here. Double Hoot though, definitely a solid start for them, and we'll see what they end up playing. So got ourselves an okay hand. It's not great. We have 2 Comfey thankfully, so we will be able to burn through some of our deck. Yeah, it looks like we're going up against Terapagos here. So they did get the Terapagos not fan rotom, which means their hand might just have like a Noctowl or something in it. And they didn't want to get fan rotom first, because if they fan rotom and they don't get Terapagos down, then they can't actually use the Noctowl, because Noctowl only works as a Terra type. So I think we'll just start with Nest Ball here. I mean, we could cram, but I think I just really want to dig for Colress. I need to thin that out. We have Ursaluna, so Ursaluna is really good in this matchup. It's very difficult for them to deal with. Things like Pikachu as well can be good to one-shot these. Potentially if they play like the Buffaloes, if they play the Bufalons, we want to have Pikachu. Very important in that spot to one-shot. So we'll draw a couple cards here with Greninja. Not great. Definitely looking for some other stuff, but still okay. We'll go Flower Selecting. Use that switch. Flower Selecting again here. See if we can get anything. There's another switch and a Lost Vacuum. I think we're probably going to take this Vacuum. I already have plenty of switches in hand regardless. So yeah, a little bit shaky here. Definitely could be a lot better. No Colress turn 1. No Cramorant turn 1 as well. Cramorant would have been fine here. However, we'll see what they do. See what they end up doing here. So as long as we can find Colress next turn, we'll have access to Lost Vacuum. If they KO are active, we could potentially just Ursaluna punch KO. Or even Pikachu. Kind of just depends on what we draw into. So we'll see. The good thing is though, is that they got no Duskull down on that first turn. Very important, because they could have potentially wiped either my entire board if they got 2, or potentially both of the Comfeys, which would have been the big issue here, as their hand doesn't do great without Flower Selecting. So they use that Noctowl, getting themselves Buddy Puffin. The big thing is, are they going to be able to find that double turbo? A lot of these lists aren't playing Colress anymore. They're focusing more around heavy Pidgeot, which means that if they don't get Pidgey down on that first turn, they can sometimes run into problems where they can't actually get a double turbo and they kind of stall out for a turn. And if they do that, that would be huge for me, because then I get to draw for turn. I can flower through at least 4 more cards of the deck. Any energies will allow me to dig even deeper, and things will be looking fine. So okay, we are going up against the Charizard variant of this deck. Okay, that's good to know. So this is the build that's some of the top Brazilian players played. I believe Pedro Pertusi got top 16 or top 32 with this build. And there were a couple other people that did pretty well with it. So we'll see. Here comes Prime Catcher. Not sure what they're going to bring up. Looks like they might just try and trap this Greninja or KO it. We'll see what they end up doing here. There's Ultra Ball. I assume this will be for another Noctowl. Potentially going to lead into an Iono or a Research. Not sure. Yep, there's Noctowl. See what they get here. Jewel Seeker. Could just maybe be setting up for Charizard next turn, knowing that I didn't like do much on that first turn. So we'll see. I did not Colress on turn 1. But we'll see what they get off this Noctowl here. Iono and Stretcher. I'm okay with this. Despite losing our switch cards in our hand and potentially not being able to move this Greninja, this is going to drastically increase my chances of finding Colress. Should have no problem finding it this turn, as they're going to pretty much put us through even more of our deck. So, yep, there's Colress, there's switch card. Beautiful. And now we're kind of in a situation where if we can, like, Sableye this turn 2, I know it's going to be quite difficult, or just deal with this Charmander in any way, that's what we want to do. There's Prime Catcher. That's fantastic. So we can just chase down this Charmander. And things will be looking really good for us because Charizard is the threat. Like, Charizard is the really scary thing. Charizard can be quite tricky to deal with. So let's go Colress to start off. Let's get ourselves Mirage Gate, Super Rod, and Pokestop. Seems fine. Switch cart. Comfy. We'll Flower Selecting. Get ourselves a Metal Energy. That rating Greninja to draw some more cards. 1, 2. Their energy there. Okay. I think we can just go attach treat on a Comfy. I guess we could stop now. It's probably fine. I mean, do I really want to give them stop at this moment? I guess it's probably fine the more I think about it. I guess we could have just done this. Yeah, this is fine. We'll just stop first. There's like no downside. All right. Scram. We can just buddy Puffin. Don't really need Manaphy. I guess we could just get ourselves a third Comfy. Getting one down seems fine. Because like next time we want like Sableye or Hands on the board. Yeah, this is okay. And then I will Flower Selecting, take Mirage Gates up to 6. Then we'll Prime Catcher, bring up Charmander. Let's take this off the field here. We do not want this thing to be on the field. We do not want to deal with the Charizard because we can very easily deal with something like the or we can use the Ursaluna to deal with something like the Terrapagos very easily. So they attack with Terrapagos, we can just punch it with Ursaluna. Or even something like Pikachu as well. And if we attack it with Pikachu KO, then they have to Dusknoir it or Dusclops it, which gives me a prize card, puts you down to 2, and then I get even closer to winning the game. So we'll see. I could also just Sableye next turn. That's another thing I would actually realistically like to do, but just be like Sableye, KO the Duskull, and then just put damage on Charmander to then set it up to be Topaz Bolted. That's also something that we can do. Here comes Dusknoir though, potentially just going to give me a prize card. There's the Curse Blast, probably going to be on Ninja or, yeah, one of the Comfies, I would assume. And looks like they do target down the Ninja. A little bit scary here because hand's not great. There is Fezandipity that's really, really good here. Nice to have. They're probably going to try and get down a Charizard or a Charmander here to go into Charizard at some point. But we could also just see the Terrapagos punch here, which I'm also okay with. So there is the Nest Ball being used. Yep, there's Charmander. Okay, pretty much what I thought happened just did. So Unified Beatdown, getting that KO, taking a prize card, evening up this prize trade here, but things are looking still okay for me. I think I want to Sableye this Charmander. I just want to stop them from getting them on the board. I think that's like the biggest thing. Just make sure they don't get them on the board. Then I'll put maybe damage on Terrapagos, and then if they bench another Charmander, I could just Sableye it again. I can kind of just like keep them out, I think, of them, which seems pretty good. I could also just KO the active here as well, but I don't have Prime Catcher on the next turn to gust and like finish off the game potentially. I guess Pikachu would possibly survive, but we'll see. Let's just start off with Pokestop here. See what we get rid of. Not anything too important. All right, and we'll course. All right. Ugh, that's kind of all good stuff. We want to keep Pikachu around just to give us options. We want to keep Boss. We could get rid of the Colress here. I don't know how much we need this anymore. We are down Palpad, so we'd have access to one Colress left to finish the game. But I could also get Sableye down this turn. I go up to 8, 9, 10, Mirage Gate, Sableye KO. I think I want to keep Boss's orders. I'm going to do this. I think we're going to keep these. I think this seems okay. Okay. Punching Fez fine. If I Sableye, they go Gust KO down to 2. Probably don't want to bench Fez here the more I think about it. I could also just, if I just go Pikachu KO, I wonder what their line is. Like, what do they do? If I just blow their Trapagos up, they go Zard, hit me. And then I just win the game with, like, Gust at that point. Maybe, honestly, I guess I could just thin my deck down so far that, like, I just find Boss's orders. The more I think about it, I'm kind of convincing myself into doing that. So Comfy. Switch. Well, I actually, no, I want to keep Ursaluna. I want to keep Ursaluna. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that if we just do this, I think we're in a really good spot. Let's go Super Rod. 1, 2, 3. Mirage Gate. Like, I don't know how we really lose if we just do this. There's a good chance they just don't even Iono us. 1, 2. Super Rod. Or not Super Rod. We can Super Rod next. And then like put down Greninja, but we can just Mirage Gate, load this guy up. I guess it's fine to put 6 energy on. I mean, I don't think they can KO this. This thing is so scary if you get it fully set up. And now what I can do is I can just go Super Rod. 1, 2, 3. Nest Ball for Greninja. And if they got, and if like they, I guess, yeah, I don't know what they can do here. I just Mirage Gates. We'll just attach a 1 here because I want to keep the Psychic around. Yeah, we just go up to 6 here. This seems fine. Switch cart, Pikachu, Topaz Bolts. And now, like, we just win the game with Boss next turn. And they can't one-shot us. So, I mean, I don't really know if they can do anything about this. Because we take prizes, go down to 2. If they Iono us, that's fine. We can probably thin through our deck pretty well next turn. There's another Mirage Gate, Comfy. So, like, we have access to get, like, another Pikachu at some point. Yeah, I mean, if they just go Zard, we just win. And they probably can't Iono here. They probably have to, like, maybe use an Arven or something to get Charizard because they don't have access to Noctowl. So there's a chance they can't even hand disrupt, which is another reason as to why I'm doing it like this. Even if they do have the ability to hand disrupt, I can just smack them for 300 and then just win the game with, like, Sableye. I have so many ways to win this game. So, yeah, Pikachu, it's absolutely crazy, absolutely cooking here. So, yeah, it should be fine. Pokestop. There goes a Charizard. Like, what do they do here? Like, yeah, it's like, how can they stop this? Yeah, because I mean, they have 11 cards, so there's a chance they have Rare Candy, Charizard, Iono. Like, that is a possibility, right? So, it's definitely a possibility. Nest Ball. Fail that. Okay. Let's see what they have. Because they just can't one-shot it. Resolute Heart just saving this Pokemon. There's a Night Stretcher. Okay. Let's see what they get here. I mean, I would assume it's Charizard. No, it's energy. Okay. Maybe that means they prized a couple energies. I don't know. Like they need to, or like they have a bunch of energy in hand. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Anyways, we ended up winning that game there. Pretty convincing there. You know, really able to show off Pikachu just completely steamrolling that variant. So anyways, that's the first game. Really, really good one there. Let's hop into another one. Alrighty, hopping into it here. Looks like we're going to be going up against Raging Bolt. So this is a matchup that typically is pretty good. However, with Pikachu, they get even better. Because if they don't play Slitherwing, Pikachu will just absolutely steamroll them. Another nice thing as well is that sometimes early game, the Ursaluna is like not an easy attacker to set up. But with the Pikachu, it's a lot, I would say, easier of an attacker early game to be able to get going. So anyways, you're going to see that Teal Dance here attaching onto the Ogerpon. We see an energy on there, energy on Raging Bolt, Trekking Shoes coming out, Mew start as well. Pretty good stuff is happening for them. We see that Fez drop, and then we'll probably just see that restart, draw ourselves a couple cards, and we'll see what they get going here. So there is the Nest Ball being used, probably going to be for Squawkabilly or potentially another Ogerpon, but we see that Squawkabilly coming out here. Carmine, ooh, they got some spice in this deck. Carmine drawing up to 5. What an interesting list. I think I saw a Raging Bolt list with Carmine once or something, but definitely surprising for sure. But they will have access to Squawk too. Gonna burn through the deck here. Looks like they dumped Palpat Iono. That's very, very good for us, especially against Lost Zone decks. Those are kind of Lost Zones hard to be very, very careful of. So anyways, looks like they are done here for the turn. We'll use Heavy Ball, get ourselves Radiant Greninja, prize ourselves just one energy and a Super Odd Nest Ball. Nothing really too important. Colress, you know, kind of annoying to prize, but it's really not a huge deal, especially if they're down that Iono. They shouldn't be able to necessarily slow me down too much. We could just go up to 4 Comfy here, but it seems a little excessive, but really not terrible. I mean, give ourselves just room for that Pikachu. Yeah, I think we'll just get these down. That seems fine. But there is kind of an argument to just like get 4 and just say, all right, I'm just going to run you over with 1 Pikachu, but I think 3 is enough. We'll go Greninja, Pokestop. All right, Flower Selecting. Ooh, that's kind of weird. I mean, we have Pikachu, so I don't necessarily think we need Ursaluna, but like Ursaluna is pretty nice too. So that's like one of those like Lost Ones where like it doesn't feel great either way. I don't know if they play Slitherwing. That's like the thing. I haven't seen it, and they can't really deal with Pikachu. I'm gonna assume they don't play Slitherwing based off their start and like what they're playing. I don't know how they'd fit it in, so I think we're just gonna not attack with Ursaluna and just focus on Mirage Gate. So. All right, because if we just attack with Pikachu early, they just can't do anything. So we'll go Flower Selecting. Here is fine. We prized 1 energy, so it's okay to dump this. Go switch. Flower. We'll just get Super Odd. Poke here. Ooh, we missed it. Okay. That's a little weird. But it's still fine. I mean, it's not a huge deal. We're at 3. They're going to take a KO. We're then just going to punch with Pikachu, or hopefully punch with Pikachu next turn. We have access to double Comfy, double Vacuum, so should have no problem getting to 7. Hopefully access to this Pokestop again next turn. So they're probably fine. We'll see Teal Dance for 1. Going under that Ogerpon. Sadas makes sense. Having that Mew is actually kind of nice. If you retreat, get to conserve energies. It's pretty good for them. Yeah, we'll see this KO. The question is if they have a Gust effect, they would actually ideally like to KO the Comfy on the bench with the Rescue Board or potentially Radiant Greninja. So things that they do have, we do see the Trekking Shoes. They are taking it. I can't imagine they fit in Slitherwing. If they're playing Iono, Palpat, Energy Switch, and Carmine, there has to be some cut somewhere, and it might just be Bravery Charms. Not 100% sure, but we'll see what happens here. All right, hitting us for 70 there, getting energy off the bench. Could have taken it off the active there, potentially a little bit better, expecting me to get a KO. Because if I don't get a KO, they're probably in a decent spot anyway. So could have done that a little bit differently from the opponent, but still fine. We'll start off with we'll go first conceal. Never need this psychic energy. Draw 2. Okay, I want to get this Pikachu out of the deck. I do not want to Pokestop it away, potentially run into any issues. Let's just get this thing out of the deck here. We'll Pokestop. Yeah, I pretty much have it. I should have no problem getting there. There is another Colress. Was that the second one? Actually, wait, no, that was the first one. I prized the Colress, but okay, there is the Colress. Access to Fez. I can put Fez down. I think putting Fez down is like totally fine. Because as long as I just attack with Pikachu, they can't do anything, I think. So we'll put Fez down. We'll flip the script here before Flower. It seems fine. Okay, there's double Mirage Gates. We're at 3. Yeah, we do have it here. Fantastic. So go Flower. Probably take the metal here. I don't want to keep running the situation like if I Flower again. I don't find anything. It's a little bit scary. I will just take the metal. Losing that gate is kind of annoying, but still is fine. I should have no issue. Attacking with this Pikachu. Double Buddy Puffin. That's good. Just something easy to burn. All right. We'll vacuum. Away. Buddy Puffin. Discard. Gets us up to 6. And then Pokestop. Pokestop again. Then we can just vacuum again, and that's pretty okay. Okay, cool. Just sending out more cards that we really don't need. That's fine. Go vacuum. Get rid of the switch. We shouldn't need it anymore. Get rid of that. All right, cool. We have successfully done this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Mirage Gates. Seems fine. Metal. We can get in the Super Rod. And then we should just sweep him with this. Ideally. Ideally. That's the hope. The thought is that we'll be able to sweep them here. We'll go Mirage Gates. 1, 2. And I'm just going to assume that they don't play it. Based off everything that they've showed me, I do not think they play Slither. As long as they don't, we are just going to steamroll this person. So, anyways, Topaz Bolt taking that KO there. And then we can just stretch her KO. Yeah, this is good. Okay. Yeah, we can just stretch her KO, and then we have Super Rod, Mirage Gate, pretty much everything. Taking a couple prize cards here. Seems fine. Last ball switch cart. Very, very good. All right, should be chilling. I'll be kind of sad if they play Slitherwing though, because we did dump the Ursa Luna. So, oh, Sandy Shocks. Okay, not Slitherwing. All right, so now we just sweep 6 prize cards with Pikachu, which feels pretty crazy, but it is very possible with this deck. We have access to multiple Super Rods left. We have our gates. We'll use 1 gate here, and then we'll finish off the game with the last gate. Actually, we don't even need to use gate. We can just hold this gate. We'll just go Stretcher, attack, then Super Rod, Nest Ball, gate. Just win the game there. There's boss's orders. That's fine. We'll bring up Fezandipity. As I said, benching Fez was fine because of the price trade and how it's working out currently. Them not touching Pikachu just means it gets even worse for them. Because I'll just go Stretcher, attack. They're down Iono already. I don't think they play 2. Even at that point, our deck is just so thinned out, it's not going to affect us really. The only thing we want to be a little bit wary of, we are down our vacuums, is if they do play. Actually, no, Brave Return doesn't even matter because we have 300. So let's say if they had any way to like increase this with like, I don't know, Hero's Cape or something, then like that would be like the only thing to be kind of worried about, but not the case. So anyways, there's Bellowing Thunder taking this KO. Even now, if they have or if they have Slitherwing, it doesn't matter. Sandy Shocks doesn't do anything, doesn't go through anything. So I mean, like even now, if they have the Slitherwing, I would just eventually gust with Pikachu. I'll just reset, make another Pikachu, and win the game that way. So anyways, we're gonna promote the Pikachu. Can use that nice Stretcher, get ourselves that metal energy here. Stretcher gets the metal. Sableye seems fine. And then we'll just Topaz Bolt. 300 taking the knockout here. Yeah, the big question is what do they got? Because we discard all 3, that's fine. Take a couple more prize cards. We have an energy in here. I believe the grass energy. Yeah, the grass energy. So if they just KO us, we just have Prime Catcher. We see literally our whole deck, I think, because we can go Colress. We go 13, then Colress, down to 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 with Ninja. If another stop ever hits the board, yeah, we see our whole deck. All right, there's another Raging Bolt. There's Professor Sadas. This does mean that we will be able to finish off this game here. They're not going to be able to KO because of that Resolute Heart ability, completely tanking him out of this game. So there's flip the script, run 3, and attachment of turn onto the Bolt. We'll see the retreat and the KO here. Not KO. If they gust something, they can KO, but not KO onto the Pikachu here. Even if they could KO, they'd still lose because we just go Super Odd, Nest Ball, Mirage Gate, GG's. So, anyways, there it is. Gonna be able to hit for, unfortunately, only 190. Maybe they just discard all their energies thinking they could take a KO. Nope. Yep, there's 210. Not enough. That Resolute Heart ability is going to activate, putting it back down to 190. And we're going to be able to take down this Raging Bolt with relative ease. Definitely one of your better matchups. Super, super good with this. We'll just go here. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll use that Mirage Gate to get ourselves that Metal and Lightning energy. Metal, Lightning, attach 1 and 2. And we will take that KO. So absolutely dominating there with that Pikachu. Pikachu, one of the more powerful cards in the Surging Spark set, if not the most powerful overall, and this is how I would build my Lost Zone variant of it. But with that being said, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the deck in the comments as well. And thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all the support as always. This is Smart TCG, and I'll speak with you guys again soon. Peace out.